Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So this is going to be my final thoughts review on the Joyo Metal Extreme pedal that Banggood sent me to review for them. And I've been playing with this thing for quite a while since I got it, and I thought time to do the final thoughts review. Now you'll remember from the first video, if you go and check out the preliminary video, had a lot of grounding noise, you know, like something's just not right. You know, like you get a natural hum as it is from your amplifier, especially when you start cranking them. And, you know, pedals will put out a certain amount. And this one was putting out actually quite a bit. So I did the video actually running the battery, because then it's clean as a whistle. Anyways, a couple of days ago I thought none of these power supplies are really cleaning it up. And I know I have what's called dirty power on my grid here, so it's kind of an up and downish kind of thing. So I'm going to expect a little bit of hum out of the odd pedal here and there, and that's acceptable. But that kind of hum that was coming out was a little bit too much for me to deal with. And I thought, you know what, let's just take this thing apart, find out, you know, what's going on inside. And sure enough, I did find some contacts that weren't properly soldered from the factory, one of which was the ground connections for the power supply, because you have power and ground, so positive and negative on all of these things. And so I redid those connections, but I also found a few more connections that weren't quite up to my standards of solder work, and I'm very, very picky. So anyways, that's not to say this is going to happen with every Joyo pedal or every Metal Extreme pedal. I just probably got the luck of the draw where this one, you know, it wasn't quite up to the proper soldering that it should have for a piece of electronics. Considering when it runs clean as a whistle on the battery, I thought, well, there can't be anything wrong, but there may be. So just in case, I went over any joints that I found, and there was about, I guess, better than a dozen anyways. There's quite a few of them that I thought were, you know, something I would pick on, which I didn't need to, because obviously on a battery it was fine. But on the power supply, I wanted to clean that up more as best as I could. And I did actually a pretty good job, and I've got more control over my level and my drive before anything kicks in. Because when you turn your level and your drive up, you're going to get more hum regardless. You will get something going on. So anyhow, these settings are the settings you see that I play with the most, and that's all I'm going to mess around with for today. But you'll hear there's a bit of a hum there. Now I'm also running through two amplifiers. I'm running through my Roland XL15 Cube and my PV Rage at the same time because my multi-chorus pedal has a secondary output which I can use to run everything to a second amp for kind of like a stereo effect, right? And right now the amps are pretty close to each other, but I am going to be actually running them further apart in the room. Anyhow, here's my clean sound. And I've actually tuned down to flat tuning. I wanted to try it out. I've never really messed with different tunings before. And I thought, well, hey, you know, my tuner pedal has flat tuning. Let's tune it flat and see what it sounds like. It's actually kind of nice. So I'm going to fire up the drum machine here, and then we'll go through the pedal on the main and the boost, and, you know, see how things are sounding, and then we'll finish up. So, regardless of the fact I'm running 2 amps, you're still going to get a little bit of hum with the power supply, but the battery, it is superior clean. Now, I just turned off my PV amp there, so let's hear what it's like just on the cube. So really not a lot of hum there, not really annoying at all. Okay, so I'm still going to leave my review points where it was. I believe I put this thing somewhere around a 4 out of 5-ish type of set, and I think I'm going to leave it, you know, just at that. And because I think regardless of the fact I did have to go and fix a couple solder joints, it was my choice to do it. You guys may not even have a problem, especially if you're on a clean power grid like a hospital grid or really good quality power coming into your home. You know, we get a bit of hum regardless. Like even my medley stick has a bit. My quick draw, very little. My multi-chorus, nothing. My phaser, nothing. Lock, stock, and barrel, nothing. Dead man's hand, nothing. Of course, my tuner won't have any. But this one has a bit. My medley stick has some. So I think to get rid of the rest of that, all I need is, I guess, a noise gate pedal or something, you know, to, you know, kill off a larger percentage of whatever's left. And I mean, guys are using these pedals to get rid of a lot of that type of hum. So I'm guessing that's what I need is probably a noise gate pedal. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but I think it's fine just the way it is. You know, I mean, it's not a Boss pedal by any means. You know, it's not a really super high-end pedal. The Joyos are good, and like I said, it is clean as a whistle, as you guys can tell from the very first video I did on it. Clean as a whistle for sound when you're running a battery. And like I said, this stuff here, that's a lot cleaner than it was since I redid the soldering job, you know, and works great. You know, still a great pedal, great sounding pedal. That noise doesn't interfere, and you can't even hear it once you get the drum machine going and you're starting to play. You won't even hear it. And you can dial it down more too to get rid of more of that by just adjusting your level and your drive. You know, like that quiets it down a lot, and that's the level. And take the drive down a bit. You know, and you can expect some when you turn the drive up. So anyway, I still believe that it does still deserve that 4 out of 5 score. It is a very good pedal. It's very heavy duty. you do have the battery option, you got the power supply option, you know, and like I said, it just could be like, my amplifiers are not grounded amps to begin with, which they should be as far as I'm concerned, but they're not. You know, which doesn't help matters much. You need good grounds, you know, regardless. I think all amps should be grounded. The pedal, on the other hand, I mean, like I said, it's a great little pedal, well worth the money for sure. Super clean on the battery power. It'll more than likely be clean for you if you have a good power source coming into your home, where I don't. So I do have to put up with a little bit, but you know, I mean, it depends on the pedal too. Like you know, like I said, there's my medley stick, and then my quick draw delay. You know, I mean, these are different quality grades of pedal, different brands, different circuits in them too, you know, type of thing. Even my distortion pedal, my medley stick, I can get rid of a lot of that noise just by, you know, dialing down a little bit of the main drive channel, you know, and it takes it away. Same as the level, you know, because I don't have my amp turned up very loud, and I'm pushing a lot of signal through the pedal too at the same time, which makes a difference. You know, so if I really spent the time to dial things in, I could probably get rid of like even more of this, which is nothing. It's very little really. So, but anyhow, that's my final score on it. So I still say it's a great pedal. Go buy it. You know, check out the other pedals on Banggood's website too. You know, they've got NUX pedals. They got the Joyo pedals. They got a whole bunch of other stuff up there for guitar equipment. I'm definitely going to be trying out some more of the Joyo pedals. They've got some pretty cool stuff up there that I like, and the prices are really good. So, you know, no argument there at all. And, you know, so, because you don't always have to buy Boss, you know, or DOD or whatever. You know, nothing wrong with mixing things up and, you know, getting the tones you want too. And this thing is definitely versatile. Like, you know, that boost side of this thing, you know, like that. So, anyways, and you can hear my amp with the clean channel. You know, that's got some level to it, right? And then I'm really sucking it down a lot. And then I'm increasing it a bit with the medley stick. So anyway, that's pretty much about it. But anyways, guys, let me know what you think. I'm thinking it's still a great pedal. I think it still deserves a score. Price good, everything. Like I said, I probably got the luck of the draw where I just had to resolder the connections on the actual adapter input area, and it does happen. You know, that's why I say, like, you know, even though, you know, it is a great pedal and all, you can get defective products at times. And you know, I'm really handy with a soldering iron, so I had no problems cracking it open, checking things out, resoldering what I felt needed to be done, and put it back together, and it did make a big improvement. So anything that's really left over now is just my power supplies, you know, and I want to go into a 10-port brick and go down to 1 power supply to feed all my pedals, and up to 10 pedals at that, which is great. And right now I've got like 8 of them. So 2 more, and we can fill a brick up. And, you know, because some of the power supplies I'm using aren't for pedals. They are the proper polarity, they're the proper voltage, they're DC output like they're supposed to be. But they're just not the cleanest power supplies either, you know, which and can lead to the fact that you get a little bit of hum too, you know. But anyhow, that's it, that's all. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll catch you on the next video.